Gruzel was amazed that Enad had come. Their deity hadn't appeared in over 35 seasons, and many among the tribes had begun to lose faith. Some believed that the many defeats that they had suffered against the humans had caused their god to abandon them, but now those thoughts would be banished. He was the last and oldest surviving member of his tribe. Respected for his wisdom, he was solely responsible for uniting the clans in this effort. They had to achieve victory. Their winter hunting grounds were bereft of game, and the humans had driven the divided clans farther and farther into their mountain homes. If they couldn't defeat them here and take their fortress, their winter raids would yield little food, and the clans would starve. He realized that only their combined efforts could return them to their former hunting grounds. It was this insight that he'd brought to Frinth, the Jackal King, and for that he was made chieftain. Standing beside his king, they surveyed the battlefield. "The tribe of the Wandering Hunter will lead," Gruzel said, "and Enad will take the Crescent Moon and Terrible Claw to the gates." "It is as it should be," Frinth answered. "We will feast upon our enemies' flesh before sunrise. We must take their lower battlements swiftly if we are to blind their catapults. The enraged bear and broken bone clans will scale the walls," the king said. "The bleeding heart tribe will pull their rolling towers to the base of the wall. Then our warriors will use ladders to reach the top. We will crush them." All 10 of the surviving tribes had come. Never before had more than 2 clans united for a raid, but hunger and desperation had brought them together. The tribal shamans had joined as well, and their sacrifice had brought Enad. They had a champion to lead them. Victory was preordained. And so the Jackaloid army began its assault. Hundreds of their fighters pulling siege towers with heavy ropes, hundreds more racing toward the castle walls with scaling ladders and climbing ropes. In the darkness, the mass of their bodies created the illusion of the ocean's waves at midnight. But their war cries were nothing like the calming voice of the sea. Their deadly arrows more devastating than the crashing of Poseidon's surf. Before the humans had loosed their first catapult, they'd reached the base of the walls, and Enad stood before the gates with his host. The battle for Highcrest Garrison had begun.